Hi, beautiful friends. I'm makeup free, but I have this incredible message that just came in, and I would love to share it immediately, to share it right away. And as I'm moving things around, and I have now so many of these little things, right, that are now filling up my space. Little ferments, and I'm making nut cheese here, and then I'm already drying like what do you call them, nettles and all sorts of dry herbs that I've foraged in our local neighborhoods. And so things are filling up, and I'm decided to pull everything, all the spices out of my spice cabinet, and bring a shelf that was outside on my balcony that was holding God knows what. It was holding just bike helmets and like I don't know, some random stuff like that. So I decided to bring it inside and start filling that up with all my new blends and ferments and spice blends and all sorts of things like that. So as I'm doing this, I feel, finally I feel like very, very at ease and happy about it, because normally I think little things make me freak out a little bit internally and externally. I don't like to have extra things. I'm very minimalistic, and especially after my divorce, after moving out of the house and moving into the first apartment that I had, which was also my Pilates studio, right? Everything was very, very clean and simple there. And the idea that came to me just now is that this is exactly what happens. Looking back at the history of me moving around and moving into new places, and how they reflect my internal environment, how they reflect my microbiome, is that whenever we undergo a move, right? A physical move usually represents an internal change, a big internal change, right? Like you internally you're ready for something new, or you've created something new, and now you're taking a new route, and most likely you might switch a home, right? Or you might switch an entire country where you live in, or you might switch a city where you live in. I just realized I didn't even brush my teeth. It's okay, you'll take me as I am. So the point being is that whenever something like that happens, also a lot of stress normally happens where? In your tummy, and your microbiome gets wiped out. So whenever you enter a new space, it is also a representation of this internal biome, microbiota that you have, that is wiped out, it's sterile, right? Also notice a lot of times that you will move, you might have just undergone a sickness, an illness, right? And you have taken antibiotics that wiped out your internal environment, and then after you get better, you'll get this urge to throw away things, to declutter, which might be a representation of your internal microbiome changing. But sometimes it changes because of good things. Sometimes it gets wiped out by it being sterilized, right? By antibiotics or things like that, or stress. Stress is the biggest killer. It kills our microbiome. It kills our little tiny microorganisms that live inside. But coming back to my space and how, it is like beginning to overgrow with little chachkies, right? And well, chachkies from nature. Right? I have leaves everywhere. I have all sorts of herbs and stuff, and that I'm now trying to organize. It just kind of shows me that my microbiome is beginning to be healthy again, right? That I am past the sterilized stage, the stage that came during a lot of stress, right? Anybody who's gone through a divorce knows how this is the scariest thing in the whole entire world. As much as you are pretending that everything okay and you got it, because you have to move on, especially if you have children, right? You have to put on a happy face and you have to continue going, but internally everything is very stressed, and a lot of times it means that your microbiome has just, everybody's dead, right? So you might need to rebuild your biota with new organisms, just like you would have to after a session of taking antibiotics. So when little chachkies are starting to appear in your environment, in your home, this might be a very good indicator that microbiome is coming back to life, that your personal signature is coming back to life, that your external, that it is so full actually, that your external space is now reflecting that. And I couldn't understand that for the longest time. That's why I want to share it so much. I've met so many incredible people that are foragers, and this one guy, he like free dives with a spear, and he catches his own fish. He catches the ghost of the ocean, which is the bass, sea bass or something. But yeah, it's all about, like, for him it's all about foraging. And if you like his space, it's full of like shells and stones and things, and in the beginning I was completely like, oh my god, that's so overwhelming, right? To have all these things, how can someone have all these things inside their living space and be okay, right? I mean, they were beautifully organized, but like he dives for agate and like all this stuff, and it's all over the walls, and it's, you know, it's different from my sterilized space, right? And I was a little bit overwhelmed, but now as I am beginning to understand the situation better, I understand that he has a full, lively microbiome, and so do many other people that I've met across on my way of diving into this new life of foraging and getting to know my environment and eating things that are from my environment, not that are from somewhere that are then delivered to the store and then delivered to me, that are made originally with genetically modified seeds, so that now my microbiome internally is completely, it's manufactured, just like the food that I eat, it's manufactured, right? And now that I'm eating all these wild new foods, I've been eating them for a year, I'm starting to, my microbiome has definitely changed. I feel it in my mood, I feel it everywhere in my psyche, in my mental body. I feel so healthy, but I also am now starting to see the evidence of it in my external life, meaning in my home. I'm starting to see this greenery fill out my place, and this little personal signature of mine is emerging again, and this is a beautiful thing. And I want you to look at your space around you and see how does it represent what's inside of you, right? And if you are feeling overwhelmed, if you are feeling the urge to clean up, throw everything away, start fresh, don't think that it's coming because you have those things outside. This probably is happening because something is, there is unease in your tummy, right, in your microbiome, and that's how it starts to express itself outside. We always start from further, and we're moving deeper in. So the urge is to always start cleaning up the outside space, right, and then bring it inside. But it might be that if you just add a little bit of safely foraged food that you foraged, that somebody maybe foraged for you, or maybe you went out with a well-known forager and you'll add a little bit of non-manufactured food into your tummy, then things will start naturally. You'll introduce that natural bacteria, natural processes, and things might just look very different for you in the days, the weeks, and the months to come. So whenever you feel like doing a drastic change, see where the stress is coming from first, and see whether what you're trying to change is a symptom but not the cause. Always try to go deeper, find the cause for what it is happening, right? And a lot of times we are the ones who are, so quick to treat the symptoms. But anyhow, I gotta run. I have a big day today, and I'm wishing all of you a wonderful day, whichever it is, day for you when you're watching this video. And please, like and subscribe. Okay, I love you all, and I can't wait to share more thoughts with you. Bye.